governments, but also the provincial and governments, academia, NGO, and other. Actually, there will be. We need to produce a team of authors, people that will be working on that, and this is an ongoing process now since a few months. Don Lemon and other people at NRCan are trying to put together a team of writers and contributors, put together an advisory committee, and also find people for reviewers, for peer review and things like that. So that was the group at the initial meeting in Halifax, which basically defined the general approach, the scope of the work, and the various sources of information that may be useful. And they were representative of a number of research center, governments, and even NGO like I'm myself with an NGO. So some conclusion of this meeting: the assessment should take multidisciplinary approach. Sometime in these type of assessment, as an example, the socioeconomic aspects are neglected. So it's important not to be trapped only on biophysical or only on socioeconomics, but to have a balanced approach. It must address drivers of biophysical and impact, but also socioeconomic. So what I said, adaptation should be addressed throughout the report. The adaptation at the end is the target, and in fact, we have to do tough choice when we do that, because who would be the actor of adaptation? Can we reach all the actors? Do we want to go to the citizen level? How do we cope with media that will read these things? Do we want to reach the political level? The report is not a political report. It should not be designed to produce some political turmoil. It have to be informative, useful, and we must try to organize this report that it will reach as much as possible the people who need it to take decision. And the product, but all assessment product need to be available online, so this is obviously something we will do. And also a secondary product, which is a fact sheet, video. So that's quite likely that some products would simplify, summary things that can facilitate the contact, if I can say, with media, with some users that will not go through technical details. So this is something important. So your input is now essential to make this process successful. And basically, I'm here to receive your questions, try to answer when I can, and if I cannot answer, well, Don Lemon will probably contact you by email and give you or give the answer to all people if it's something that is beyond my skill. So this is it.
Okay, Aaron, did you hear? But unmute myself here. Aaron, did you hear Jean-Pierre's presentation?
Yes, I did.
And Alexi should have sent you the presentation by email. I don't know whether at your present location you have access to it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now.
Yeah. So Jean-Pierre has asked for input. Do you want to structure that in any way, or just want to do general things first, Jen?
Well, I don't know. This is the general idea of this is to initiate discussion about this thing. If anything that can be done to clarify what we are doing, I question on the schedule of that, the agenda of this process, how we will organize teams, what kind of work that is expected from each of you on that process. If you are interested to participate, I guess I'll do everything I can to answer. This is difficult for me, but because I am not working with as an employee of Natural Resource Canada, so I did not follow the entire process. I guess I'm going to be involved pretty much in the production of that document, and we are in discussion. My organization, Uranos, is in discussion with Natural Resource Canada to do that. I would probably be more, by implication, would be more in Eastern Canada than, and so I will be. I will be as we progress with this document, I will be in a better position to give you information. Right now,
yeah. So okay, let's start with general questions of clarification, and Jean-Pierre can try to answer them. I'm also on the advisory committee for the national assessment as well, so maybe I know some of the places where Jean-Pierre doesn't know. So. Aaron, we'll give you a couple more minutes to look through the presentation, but we'll come back to you for your questions.
Sure. If I have questions, I'll interject.
Okay. So anybody, yeah, Sean, let me bring the mic around to you.
Just a pretty simple one, and maybe I missed it in the presentation. But what's the target timeline for completing and releasing it? The document.
I don't know if there is a final date.
I think it's December 2014.
2014
is the target date.
So it will be basically a 2-year process altogether.
I mean, I think that's probably reasonable considering the amount of work that's going in this to have and then there'll be extensive period for peer review and things like that. So I think 2 years is not too unusual. Other questions for clarification? Vlad, go ahead. Vlad, and then Simon.
You mentioned that one of the objectives is agreeing on similar numbers. In Anna's example, you used the sea level change, and I think this is the most challenging part of the whole thing, because if you talk to scientists, they will say, well, we don't need to agree, we need to establish the right numbers, and at the same time, for the decision makers, I'm not sure what power this document will have. Will they say, okay, this is the final conclusion, an overview of all the past science that was done, this is why we're choosing this. But maybe locally, let's say, province of Nova Scotia says, well, we have Don Forbes, who knows better than anybody else which numbers are right, and we're using these numbers. It doesn't matter what that document told us. Also, overall, when kind of an agreement is an aim, the result is usually an average or median estimate, right? It's not necessarily the most correct one, I would say. I would imagine anyway. So I think it's a very challenging thing, and this is why I would probably restructure or reshuffle the priorities of different objectives of this work in identifying the gaps and uncertainties of different numbers you're trying to establish in different parts of Canada for different pieces of coastline, and that would have immense value as a lobbying instrument to help our leaders in Ottawa decide which areas we should target and which kind of knowledge gaps we should address in the future.
I would say that these numbers are like statistics. You can do pretty much what you want with them. The question is, what do we want to know with these numbers? As an example, if you say to politicians that the sea level will rise anywhere between 20 centimeter and 2.5 meter. It's basically giving them a good way for no action. You want to reach adaptation, this is something to avoid, because if you do that, you're pretty much organizing yourself to be trapped in a corner and nothing will be done. We need more studies, which is good for us. We're going to do more studies. But in 100 years, we will not have started any adaptation. So we know that there is a big difference between science numbers and application numbers. Economists know that. Every year they tell you the economy will grow by that percent. Now they know that it's between this and that, this is minus 1% to plus 4%, but they don't say that. They say use 2%. And 3 months later they correct it. And everybody use these numbers because nobody can do better. So to go to action, we need that someone decide about a number. If we don't do that, someone will do that for us. But they are not necessarily experts in coastal. They will use the number for other reasons, economic, politic, whatever. So sometimes as expert, we have to say, okay, we have a margin of uncertainty, but we recommend that when we want to establish policy, we use, say, as a median scenario this, and say pessimistic scenario this. If we can agree on numbers, at least we are coherent. So it's not a matter of science, it's more a matter of, as science people, can we give some guidance to people who are working? If we can, let's do it. It's a good opportunity to do something like that. If we cannot, well, if we cannot agree among them ourselves to suggest a number, then we can also give a number with a margin of uncertainty. But I believe this is a good chance to do this type of exercise. There is a committee that is reviewing actually the Canadian level, the data, the information, the most recent publications on that, and they will come with no answer. I'm pretty sure that they will not be able to tell you this is 50 centimeter for 201. This is not the way the things will appear. But this is a good opportunity when we build a document like that to discuss among us what are the best strategies if we want to reach adaptation. If we want to use that for some kind of a certainty or legal things, then it may be another question. But if we have to decide what we have to do. This is why I'm saying an assessment like that is not only